abusia for ye na ye nimnia SC abusia awrehosemo a chese ababeka eye oman Ghana na abusia for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama aye some appointment bi chese wafa nkofo a omobe act as a defense minister ene eye environment and science technology abusia wasanso afa eye obi a obe act sisi no ade a Honorable Emmanuel Amakofi Buah akwakoda the environment and asanso na KCL Ato Forson also the finance minister also abusia na kwahye defense na enkofo arezi concern ewo social media enyasem keto ni na omon sema omo eka yina ne say no sankofo we already omukra ministerial appointment ntedi na His Excellency opobi amana actor onfa ema enkofo bi na sisi osade aka sankofo we already omo ekura adwuma anasa asudi eda omo so dada no wansa edesa appointment ede ama omo so omo act for now abusia we dey ma mekasa wa ma mekasa yetete pese ko na ekokoti ensem ni mu ankasa enkyere mu na se wi na se wadwen kyere babo na ya kye adwen ene ne ekoso ewe social media after say join news ede omo report abusia omo de ba bonten omo nsem omo kan ina na say ya de a His Excellency asumi ameki some appointment bi ankofo Kofuku bi KCL Ato Forson ene papa Honorable Amakofi Buah so omo be act as ministers ewo babia abusia arehosem assisi some ministries na arehosem asi hono ombe act abusia yenkonenti reactions enkofo ede ba bra join news ede omonsem ede atuja ha be media je but they subscribe like na Buah shwa for pensem ne bi etie no enya bi.
Let me quickly just get to that statement whilst we get the information. But essentially, what the statement is saying is that government has appointed in acting capacity Dr. Ato Forson to be acting as the defense minister. And also, a while ago, the flags continue to fly half-mast because it's a 3-day of national mourning and preparations are underway for the laying of the flowers as tribute to these 8 individuals who lost their lives in that tragic journey.
I see Kamala been going through the profiles of the men behind me as you see them on the screen. We know now that for the top 2 dignitaries, Dr. Armah Buah and Dr. Ibrahim Mutala, both of them their ministries have now been given oversight duties to the finance minister for defense, and the environment ministry will now be under the Emmanuel Amakofi Buah, the lands and natural resources minister. Again, additional responsibility for that. But while we wait to engage with Komla on this subject, Mauna, you covered this breaking news from when it came out.
Yeah.
When it came out, and it's been on the news since then. What else are we learning about how the situation has evolved so far?
Not much, because I say not much in terms of what the general mood of the country has been since the announcement, as we got that confirmation from the Chief of Staff, Julius Debra, yesterday. The grief has continued, and it continues to be one that is at the homes of all of these individuals who lost loved ones, amongst many other things. But just by way of that additional detail, which we've been confirming to you about, 2 new appointments as well made with respect to the portfolios that have now become vacant.
Absolutely.
Yes, the first person that we know, the Finance Minister, Dr. Ato Forson, he is expected to take charge of the Defense Ministry. And Kemeni, it is a very important ministry. Yes, we know all of such ministries are important, but in terms of the security and well-being of the state, more often than not, that comes first hand in terms of all discussions for everyone. And so it is one thing that that has dominated the conversations, and the president says the finance minister should do that for him. And then this man, and I'm sure a lot of us would have seen videos yesterday of his reaction when the Ashanti regional minister prompted him of his need to rush to the site of the incident and ascertain for himself what really had transpired. The shock on his face and the gasp with which he exclaimed upon hearing the news was very much evident. He, unfortunately, will have to be taking over the portfolio of one of his colleagues who, unfortunately as well, yesterday had to pass. That's the Lands and Natural Resources Minister, Armah Buah. He now will take charge or have additional responsibility over the Environment, Science and Technology Committee.
And Mawena, we know that today some caucuses in Parliament have been paying visits to the homes of Dr. Armah Buah and Dr. Ibrahim Mutala. We'll get into that in a tad. In the meantime, let's have a quick chat with Wing Commander Patrick Nelson Sogbojo, retired. He's a retired Air Force officer. Wing Commander, thank you so much for your time here. I can only imagine what may be going through your mind, what your feelings could be about this incident right now, but put those into words for us.
Good afternoon to you and your terrorist listeners. It's a sad moment. It's a sad moment. But in the life of a pilot.
Hello, Commander.
Yes, I can hear you.
Absolutely.
It's very sad. It's extremely very sad situation.
Indeed. So, Commander, what I have you to do in order for the conversation to be smooth is to turn down the volume on your television set so you listen to me in your handset.
Okay. All right, I hear
Wing Commander Sogbojo, retired, worked in the Ghana Air Force for years. He says it's a really sad moment. But when things of this nature happens, what goes on in the back room of the Air Force?
It's TV3. Hello?
Yes, Wing Commander. I'm asking.
Yes.
I'm asking, when things of this nature occur, what goes on in the back room of the Air Force?
Well, the normal procedure is fine. Airplanes fly and they fall down sometimes. Now, before they undertook this flight, and don't forget, they've been doing these VIP flights for the government since the Air Force got helicopters. Okay? Now, air takes off on assigned duty. And the pilots who were flying the airplanes are matured. Must have been flying this thing for about 9 to 10 years. Now, things can happen en route. It could be mechanical or it can be weather. So they took off from Accra and are heading to Boise. They were almost there. When the helicopter gets into trouble, the impact of the helicopter, I believe, must have sent them into comatose situation. That maybe they may not even experience the fire or anything on that sort because the impact is big. And if automobiles, cars can crash head on and burst into flames, then even the aeroplane having more fuel. It's aviation kerosene, which we use.
Very well. So Wing Commander, based on what you have told us now, seeing the impact of the aircraft, what are you able to glean as to how this may have happened?
Well, this is what I'm saying, that it could be a mechanical or weather because they were en route. They were en route to their destination. Okay? And this
was not me per se enkofubi kushiano. Se omo plans so mbesisi adan bi ama eye asojafo. Okay. Enti a friend na me ne di nkomo no so obe pesa memra office na ye medi ho komo. And I'm here saying kadaben no so obe checking itinerary na wa frame na mostly na na or office anopa kopmeria na say o si efe area ko na say you could feel from his voice say he's readily available for me any day anytime. What you say So enra me team news no chese baby ana metia no na afi na aye me se as a nipa no or yeah prank. Because how on earth say obet sorry anopa akra fie say me koye o man adwuma na me free Air Force ha akoboa me ya lunch na afi o man ne busu anti asempa afi de yebodi at some point we never frewa or kamutala or simutaka afi de me say what's happening?
But originally,
Now
honorable Muntaka Nananke is
only to also understand say the program was to have the president attend,
yes,
and his ministers and for ben no ubia we for ben tie ensem a sabi union bi keka I said there she say e ka omonko nanka enye Omane Buah mampo nanka enkosoro
nkofo ben
benya hwan amamboyefo ya no omotiman mu MPP4 say asema ba fia nipa boa se sebiu ye beye awechichesem edi atu badwam na obi awe achichi kakra no afena eja adeboyefo a omo atikuo omo so toto aboba park so enti mesre se mo obi anso so na modie mo yensu ye ho abia na enye agro se oman Ghana behwe nipa titiriw akesefo a sebi omu bie ni wa oman wei enya ne so mfaso na o kan waka ne sen do bia na koye sebi afani afa ntokwa na
Usiane na wahwe dwumadi na na subscribe my YouTube channel, like and share. Na fa comment so comment section. Ana ara husam esi Ghana na manfo ebebre ka se ready see na o say ye make sure say merano na say ye behwe nsem no eni kwasi sweeping under the carpet. I will say ye behwe nsema a course because the see it shouldn't has happened just like that because we Ghana answer na plane be to say a baby no if a process be bremu if a inspection be bremu answer na plane hiding a two answer na plate at the party into plane and sorry into say a two a baby there be